Okay. So, baka inakala nyo ibang movie i-review ko. Baka Spider-Man o Eternals or the Hawkeye TV series. Pero hindi, di ko pa natatapos Hawkeye. Kasi baka mamaya may Spider-Man related spoilers doon. At ako ay natatempt na manood ng cam version ng No Way Home. Kasi nga di ba nagpositibo ako. So, during those times, sa bakasyon, pinanood ko ang Eva starring uh, Angeli Khang, who is known for her role sa movie Taya and Mahjong Nights. Mahjong Nights yung parang reboot ng Balahibong Pusa. And we've got here Sab Ahegao. What's her name? I'll just call her Sab Ahegao. And my god, Eva, turn me on. Really, really good. I mean, the cinematography is good. The story, although a bit cringe, is good. If you want some satisfiable good time at gusto mo ng mga quick wank session sa sarili mo, gusto mo paglaro ang sarili mo, I think Eva is the one of the best movies Vivamax have put out, period. Now, my complaint sa mga mature movies sa Vivamax is that the sex scenes, even though they are highly promoted, pag napanood mo talaga sa pelikula, makikita mo yung nasa trailer lang, yung parang sex scenes mismo. So, yung just 3 sex scenes at most. Mahjong Night had 3 sex scenes. Taya had 4. Isa kay Kang, isa kay Jella Cuenca, isa kay AJ Raval, at isang foursome. But Eva kicked it up a gear that the main plot is sex. You know? I can't count the number of sex scenes that happen here in Eva. Okay. So, Angeli Khang plays the role of Eva. Siya ay isang katulong or maid or aliping in contract with Sab Ahegao, who is a model by day, moonlighting as a porn star by night, technically. So she makes up with her co-stars and with her co-star, with her male co-model who she just met in a photo shoot, and a female photographer. So, una pa lang nung nakita ko, sabi nga na kaibigan, una pa lang nung nakita niya yung photographer, alam niya may eksena na yun kay Sab. And Sab, even though she isn't the most prettiest woman in the world, her flow, her actions during sex scenes, during those mature roles, are definitely worth it. That you would not consider her a shrimp or hipon dahil ang galing niyang bumenta during sa mga eksenang pagtatalik sa Eva. And yes, there are lesbian scenes here. I think there's too much lesbian scenes here. There are straight scenes here between Sab and the model, but and Kang and her suitor, and there are threesomes. Yes, I say threesomes that are played within the mind of Angeli Khang. So, ano ba masasabi ko? This story is about the struggle of Angeli Khang and her libogness, of Eva and her libogness. Kasi lagi niyang nai-eavesdrop na makipagtalik ang amo niya sa mga coworker niya to the point na she is masturbating to those scenes. And she projects in her mind she is involved with them in a threesome with 3 girls, threesome with her suitor, and threesome with Sab's co-worker. And I count those imaginary scenes as sex scenes. So this movie turned the dial up from the standard Vivamax standard 3 sex scenes per movie, and they went into overdrive. It's like the whole plot is sex. There's like in the ending, there's consecutive sex scenes. I've never seen that in a mature movie that isn't porn. And I got to give it to Sab on carrying because we all know how young and how inexperienced Angeli Khang yet. She gave some performances in Taya and Mahjong Nights, but Sab carried her role. Her scissoring scenes with Angeli Khang has got to be the hottest scene in the movie, and it is also the movie where Angeli Khang showed her dynamic range as an artist. She, in her movies, Angeli is soft-spoken. Medyo malumanay siya magsalita. But here we see some total shift. Kaya niyan itaas boses niya. It needs some work though, but it's getting there. And at least it's a movie that doesn't involve Shanti Guzman. Because another mature movie involving Shanti Guzman, I am out. And alam ko meron yung Fast and Furious sex parody na ilalabas na ni AJ. But considering AJ Raval in her controversial Light of the Day, that's about it. So Eva is what I consider the pinnacle, the peak of Vivamax movies. And I'm looking forward for Sab's future performances, and I'm looking forward for Angeli and her development as that erotic icon of this generation in her next movie, Silip sa Apoy. I have been a promoter. I have been a supporter of Angeli Kang's interest in the mature roles. She has more dynamic range. She just yet to build it up more. But for her third outing in the mature scenes, I think she is on the right road to success. Taya is kinda cringe because she's just it's just a balahibong pusa revival. So she doesn't have her own story. I mean that's Mahjong Nights. In Taya, she just showed up in the end, so she was limited on what she can do. I think here, this is the Angeli Khang that the public wanted. So if you got a reason to sub to Viva Max, and if Viva Max want to sponsor me on my cure, and I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna talk about more Viva Max because I'm gonna talk on a certain quarantine rule breaker in my next video. And after 14 days, I may review Spider-Man No Way Home. But this one, Viva Max, this is the one you should subscribe to. Eva is the one you could use your free Viva Max on. So leave a like on this channel, subscribe, let me know in the comments. This is Harriet Velasco. Thank you for watching, and good night. Keep safe, everyone.